everybody. Good morning. Happy Sunday. It's Sunday. We made it to the end of the week. Tomorrow's the start of the new week, but you guys already know that. I mean, anyway, um, whoever checked out my last two videos, last night was a doozy. I had to post that video. I was watching another YouTuber on his video, and he gives you the ins and outs of what is going on with the Epic Universe situation. And I wanted to jump for joy, really, because I didn't think it was going to happen that fast. But it also kind of makes sense for me. You could say I'm wrong. I don't think I am wrong. It's just what I came up with. Again, method to Disney's madness on how they spew out information. Now, for the past few weeks, you know that they came out with the price increase is going to be happening starting January 1st, 2025, blah, blah, blah. You know about all that deal already. I go to say that because one of the resorts for Epic Universe and Universal is that going to be opening up. They already have the opening date, and that would be January 21st, 2025. And they are already taking bookings for that. And the person that did the YouTube video already has his resort, the room booked. So that's like really exciting news. Epic Universe already is doing some of the testing stages for the coasters. You do see the coasters running. As a matter of fact, this person was filming. He was hoping to get to see the coaster running that time, but it didn't happen on that day, I guess, or that time. I thought that was funny. But things are happening. Things are happening over there. You know, I mean, it's a long time coming. I'm very excited for this, as you guys already know. Will I go? Probably not. But to me, I am excited from afar. I'm rooting for them. I really am. Progress is doing every day. Progress is going up. One resort is most likely finished, and that's the resort that they have the booking on. And then the next resort is already, you know, I mean, all the resorts are mostly up, but they have like the sort of the finishing touches on them. So very exciting indeed. I was trying to catch up with other YouTube videos that I watch and other YouTube vloggers that I watch, and one of them had went to he experienced Disneyland. He experienced, I want to say, was it Shanghai Disney or Tokyo Disney? I know he went to one of those, and I was watching it early this morning, and it's great because on the smart TV set that I have now, the new one that we purchased in the bedroom, we have a 50-inch in the bedroom. We have a 55-inch here in the living room. But we purchased the new one, as you guys know, for Christmas. We treated ourselves to Christmas. And it's easier now for me to just get the apps on that smart TV. The old TV set just wasn't doing it. It was, you know, it was beyond, past the stages of, you know, before loading apps. So these smart TVs are really great. So YouTube, for me, bang, just comes right up with the app. I've been watching a lot more of Netflix as well. It's very exciting because if there's nothing on regular TV, I could just put something else on and know that I have the ease of doing this. Okay. So I was watching YouTube videos this morning. It's easier to watch it on the TV set. It's a nice big screen. I'm relaxed. The sun was starting to come out. It's now a gorgeous day. This was about 6:30 this morning. So I'm watching the YouTuber, and you know, I tell you, YouTube vloggers have been coming up more in the world. I guess, you know, again, like I told you, there's competition out there, numerous competition. And this one YouTuber, I really enjoy watching his videos up until a certain extent. And then I started to slow down a little bit because in my own opinion, this has nothing to do with nobody else. I am in more of a reality, living in the real world, not so much as the fantasy. It's nice to go to fantasy every so often, but you should be in reality a little bit more. Because I say that, he Now, I don't know, I can't remember if he said it was sponsored. I don't think it was sponsored. I think he went and took the trip. But, you know, again, he's a vlogger, so he's vlogging it. I know people get paid. I'm not saying that you can't get paid, but it's the reality of it that the fantasy that I really can't get past, because in all reality, for me, I'll never get to go there. I don't, you know, and I'm not shy of saying I'll never be able to afford those things. I mean, he went on a plane trip. I think the plane alone, because it was a 14-hour straight through flight, he left from Newark Airport here in New Jersey, which is not far away from me, because that's my airport when I go to Disney World. That's where I leave from, Newark Airport. So my thing is that he had a 14-hour flight from Newark straight to, I don't know if it was Japan or Shanghai. God forgive me, I can't remember. I know it was one of those, but he went to Disney. That plane trip alone, and I had to play that back and open my eyes and says to myself, this dude really spent that much for that plane trip. $5,000? Now, the upgrade of it, they had other things on that plane were worth $10,000. I'm like, you didn't even get there yet. I mean, how is he affording this? I said to myself. He must have something socked away. But then I noticed that he never mentioned that, oh, the Disney is sponsoring me for this, and he never mentioned that. It's a gorgeous place. It's gorgeous. He had, you know, I think this person is living more of the higher lifestyle now, and that's good. It's nice. But somebody like me watching that, and I'm sitting here going, okay, this is never gonna happen. To me, sometimes it's like I'm wasting my time of watching these things. It's not that I don't admire. Yeah, okay, I admire you to some extent, but in all reality, I feel like this is just not my thing to watch anymore. It seems like he's coming up more in the world, and the little people are just down here. Well, you're just going, okay, fine. If you have the right audience for that, maybe they want to take something out of their day. Maybe they're feeling not so good, and you uplift their spirits on that. Fine, yeah. Okay, that doesn't uplift my spirits. What that does is actually tick me off a little bit more. But again, I don't have to watch it. So I watched the rest of it, and then I went, no, it's not for me. Then on another video, same vlogger, he goes over to Disneyland, our Disneyland, California. In all reality, for me, I'd rather stick with the East Coast and not so much the West Coast. I'll never make it over to the West Coast. I probably won't, I always say, like, maybe if my husband retires, I would like to go to Disneyland, like to try it. But that's like years down the road. So, whatever the future holds for me, that's why I'm not going to sit and linger on things. That's another thing I don't do with myself. I don't wish, I don't hope, I don't do any of that. I live more in the now, okay? And he went over to Disneyland. He went to one of the newer resorts. They have a new Disneyland resort. And he went over there. Now, again, while not only the Japan trip, but you're now going to Disneyland. And again, I noticed that more of these content creator, vloggers, I know they want to let you know in the ins and outs of everything when you're booking your trip, and the least amount of the hotel room for this new Disneyland resort, the least is over $500 a night. I think he got it for about $400 a night, but still. I wouldn't go to Disney World. If I would go to the Polynesian or the Contemporary, and even then I couldn't even afford it anymore. So, that's like a distant memory for me now. But I'm saying to myself, okay, so while you're letting the people know, I'm saying to myself, he's throwing prices that I can't associate with. I just can't. How am I supposed to enjoy this? If, I'm looking at somebody else spending a lot of money, or somebody else is getting sponsored for it, I'm never going to be able to afford it. So then I say to myself, that's why I separate myself. I said, I can't watch this anymore. It's just not for me anymore. I just really can't. While I totally respect the person that's in the video, because I do watch his videos, but I'm going to stick maybe more likely to the East Coast and stay away from the West Coast. Because prices there are just, just as insane. you know? And I know this vlogger, he's moving up in the world. He's come a long way. He's been sponsored by numerous things. He's actually involved with a shirt company, and he's been endorsed and sponsored by them as well. So I guess he's doing very well. So you know what? And it's showing, you know. But don't forget the little people down here that remember you when. That's another thing I wanted to say. So it's just one of those things. I mean, while it's all nice and cute, it's just not for me. So I'm gonna hang out here on the East Coast, you know. Now that I've said all that, you know, if you watch them, you just watch them because you like them. And don't get me wrong. I mean, I respect the fact I like it, but I'm just giving you my sole opinion on how I feel. It's not everybody's opinion, so it's just not my cup of tea. And saying that, I'm going to let that go right now. But I was mostly excited for the Universal Studios, the Epic Universe information that was yesterday. And I had to get that out. And I also did it on my TikTok as well. And I posted a little bit on my Instagram. See, every platform that I'm on, I do a little bit something different. I don't shoot the same thing for all my platforms. I don't make one and then I just copy it and send it out to. I don't do that. I do different things on my different social medias. And that's what makes me different, I guess. Because if one person is connected to all my social medias, they're going to keep saying the same things. I don't do that. That's why, and that's another reason why I do different things. I did a short thing for TikTok. I did the thing here for YouTube. Thank you to whoever watched it. And then I posted the article is something about the information about it on my Instagram. And that's what I do. I don't, you know, I'm different in all different forms. The other day, I'm going to get off of that now. The other day, I finally purchased something that I always wanted to purchase. I mean, I watched it on Disney Plus when I had Disney Plus. And the thing is that, you know what, I says, being that I'm on such a kick with it, and my husband for Christmas, not only did we purchase the new TV set, but we also purchased a 4K DVD player. Now, with 4K DVD players, you can play any other disc on it. You can play a regular DVD, you can play a Blu-ray DVD, but also the special 4K. Now, the 4K discs, you can't play on any other machine. It has to be a 4K machine. So my husband, little by little, has been purchasing a movie here, a movie there, and the quality of it is 5 times even better than a regular Blu-ray DVD. And Blu-ray is actually better than the quality of a regular DVD. We know that. I had come across this. My husband ordered something from Amazon, which is going to take a while to order because they don't have it in stock yet. But my thing came the very next day, and I was very excited for it. And, you know, 4K DVD discs are a little bit more money in price. This one, however, wasn't. I didn't have the movie. I saw the movie. I have been on such a kick with it. I says, I got to own this movie. I have to. And that movie is Onward. And I got it in 4K. Okay? 4K. Okay? It also comes with about an hour of bonus deleted scenes, cast interviews, more. And it is the Ultimate Collector's Edition. I had to grab it. But what struck me great, and even my husband was like in shock. He says, oh, you did get it. He says, I would have grabbed it too. He says, just for the price alone. 4K discs are a lot more money. Okay, they're coming out. Disney is also coming out with the versions of 4K. They have Cinderella, they have Snow White, and you can get those in 4K also. Do I want to redo my whole DVD collection? No. It's just every so often it's nice to upgrade a movie here and there. And most likely that I would like to do it to movies that I really never owned before. That's nice. So this one was an awesome price of $8.99. It is a 3-disc special edition. In here, you get the 4K Blu-ray HD, which is HD. Then you get the regular Blu-ray, and then you also get the digital code if you want to download it to your computer or your other electrical device that you have. But this is really, really an amazing piece. And I only paid $8.99. It was wonderful. Of course, my husband goes, brand new. Of course it's brand new. So there's the 3 discs right there. And then the 3rd disc is the bonus edition. So, but I have to find it funny that this movie is, you know, to me now this movie is old. I'm going to consider it old. And it's all because of the fact that, number one, it's only $8.99. Number two, it happens to be 4K. But number three, I think Disney, the company, really missed the mark on this. This is such a great movie. It's a good story. It really is a good story. My husband says, he says, one day, he says, I really want to sit down and watch it. I said, oh, I'm definitely going to watch this quite a few times. I says, it doesn't matter. I put it on as soon as I got it. The day I got it, I opened to crack the package. I threw the disc in that day, and I sat and I watched it. I watched it in the 4K, obviously, because I wanted to see the difference between a regular Blu-ray and the 4K, and there is a difference. I mean, they actually look, the characters, the crisp picture. You know, it also has to do with my 4K TV set and the 4K Blu-ray player, but the disc alone is like, you really do see the difference. I mean, they actually look live, if that makes any sense to you, you know? It's amazing. So I am grateful that I got it. I watched the bonus discs. I tend to do this. Now, I know many people probably don't even do that. I like to buy the 2 and 3 disc special editions. I do have my Disney movies. I have quite a few Disney movies. Some of them are on Blu-ray. Some of them are just the regular, because that's how they came out that way, like The Lion King, and I do have Alice in Wonderland. Those are regular those are regular DVD discs. So I never upgraded those, not even to Blu-ray. I have Star Wars in Blu-ray. I have my box set of Star Wars, that's in Blu-ray, you know, things like that. But the 4K really makes a difference, especially also in a cartoon movie. So the story is great. It really is. I am so glad that I got this. So glad. Wider color spectrum. Immerse audio. Now, my TV set, I also have the sound bar. I have a Bose sound bar. But, you know, my TV, the good TV now, the new one, has very good sound as it is. And I hardly even use the sound bar right now, because even on commercials, I can hear the bass. I'm like, wow, you know. The TV set is just awesome. And I only buy Samsung products for TV sets and for electrical stuff, you know. I'm always a Samsung person. We always will. So I am so grateful that I got this. Absolutely. And if you can't get it, get it. But I think Disney, again, missed the mark on this. The marketing for this movie really didn't hit it off. I remember when the movie came out. I remember when it was in the movies. It kind of faded out real quick. I remember this. Disney doesn't even speak of this. There is hardly no merchandise whatsoever, besides maybe like a few stuffed plush dolls of the characters. I don't see anything else as far as Onward is considered through Disney. If I want something Onward, I could probably just easily go to Etsy or something for that. And also the wallet that I won last month. As you remember, I won a special customized, one-of-a-kind home handmade wallet that I am so grateful of. That's what started me off on the kick of Onward, but I am so glad to own it. Yeah, it's really great. It really is. I just think that Disney really screwed up with this big time. That's totally messed up. Absolutely. I think it should have been more marketing. And Loungefly never came out with a bag. Hello. But yet you could revamp 99 Little Mermaid bags. You could do 110 Winnie the Pooh bags and every other character, but there was never an Onward bag. Yeah, but this, I know it bothers me. I know it does. But anyhow, then that was really it on that one. So what am I going to do here today? I'm just going to do hangouts. I'm just going to hang out. Got some little bit things to do here. This is funny. I mean, it's funny. It wasn't funny. It's funny a little bit now since the days go on, but then I realized that I really have to do something about it. We gave in our cable box back to the cable company, the cable box here in the living room. Also, because now we have smart TVs, you could just use, even though you have well, what I have, let me go back on this. What I have is Spectrum Cable. Spectrum Cable, now that you have a smart TV, everything is all based on apps. So the cable company, I noticed this, the cable company says, you know what, everybody could get, just do away with your boxes. You would save about $12.50 each on your box off your bill if you just use the Spectrum app on your TV. So we did this last week. I disconnected the cable box because I am handy that way. I was the one that disconnected it. But in order to get the plug out of the wall, here it comes. I needed my husband for this. So this was like a rigmarole here in the living room. He's pulling out the entertainment system here in the living room. I'm trying to get the wire. I says, find the wire. Now, as much as I know, probably in the back of everybody's TV sets or stereos, if you're not completely organized. I know everybody's now into organizing and doing things. And I'm sure there's probably a motivational video for this crap. But my husband's wires are like basically... like the Christmas ball of lights, like when you pull out your Christmas decorations and somebody else pulls out a ball of lights, it's usually in a big knot. That's basically what's behind my TV set right now, behind my entertainment system, because anytime something was plugged in, the wires are just laying there. Now the wires are intertwined. It took us about 25 minutes to get the wire from the cable box out of the wall, which isn't even in the wall. I think we have one of those surge protector bars. And he had to find that in order to find a plug. He's behind it. He says, okay, pull the wires. And I'm pulling the wires, but yet I'm not pulling that one wire. I'm pulling out a whole bunch of wires. So it's not the wire that's going, it's the whole glob of wires. I said, did you find it yet? Did you find it yet? But after 25 minutes of that, I finally got it. Okay. Move on to 3 days later. I wanted to go play my stereo here in the living room. I got to put on the disc. I put my CD on. I'm now hearing music through one speaker. Totally driving me nuts. I says, when I was pulling the wires, I might have disconnected the stereo speaker wire from the back of the stereo receiver. We're very high tech here, people. We always were. So that's going to be another job. I informed my husband when he came out. I said, by the way, I thought I was going deaf because I only heard my music through one speaker. He says, maybe it disconnected. I said, sure it did. It disconnected from the back of the receiver, the stereo receiver. So everything's going to have to be pulled back again. Most likely I'm going to have to go back there, find all the wires, which I'm kind of cringing on because, this is going to be a whole job. So that's going to be my next project, but not today. I'm not going to do it today. I'm sure as hell not doing it today because that's going to be a whole job, which means I'm going to have to take all the Funko Pops and everything out. I want to remove everything first and try and do this the right way. Anywho, now that I explained all that, just to get out one cable box. Now the cable box in the bedroom is a DVR box, and we do recordings on that because you can record like your favorite shows and everything. So I think we're going to keep that cable box for now because that would actually be another $12.50 off the bill. It seems like for everything I take off the cable bill just keeps going up. I have no idea. We have the Spectrum cable program called Spectrum TV Choice. It's $49 a month here. What you do is you can also choose up to 15 of your own channels that you want. It's supposed to be included in the price. I says, why is it included in the price, but yet the price just keeps going up? Oh, well, and here we go. With the taxes and the fees and everything went up, and things went up here, 2 cents here, 3 cents here, $1.20 there. Oh! I says, I'm looking to get rid of these as it is. Maybe one day I'll get my wish. Because everybody mostly streams anyway. My husband doesn't want to do this yet. He's that kind of a person. So I can't really argue with him. I can't do it. If he wants to do it, that's fine. But me, I would have cut them off. I would have just cut them off right there, But at least now, little by little, I got rid of one cable box. So that should be $12.50 off the bill. Now, don't forget, we have our internet. And the internet speed, they think they were gonna pull a fast one on the internet because they give me 500 gigahertz of speed. I says, listen, knock me back down to 300 gigahertz. I don't need to be that fast in my house. The guy's looking at me. I says, no, I know. He says, well, we upgraded you. I says, but the idea is that you upgraded me. You didn't think I was going to catch this? I don't need to be flying around the internet. I says, just give me back my 300 and cut that price down on that. So I've been cutting down on that also. I don't need to be that quick. I really don't. So I hardly ever use it, really, to be honest with you. I hardly ever use any of my computers anymore, just to do little things. Again, I was supposed to be doing my iTunes, and I didn't get around to doing that yet, but I did pull out my CD case. So that's step one. We're getting there. Just to turn on the computer, on my computer, because I'm a Windows person, that's going to need a crap load of updates. And I'm hesitating on that. I know. The faster I pull it out, the faster I could have did the updates, I know. But right now, I just don't feel like it. I just don't feel like it. I don't feel like doing it. I will do it. We'll get to it when I want to. So anyhow. And that's really it on that one. Let me get going now. Let me finish my tea. I will talk to you soon. Oh, God, I forgot to put sugar in it. Oh, hello. Which reminds me, I have been weaning myself off of artificial sweeteners. I only maybe use one Splenda pack right now for my cup of tea, when I think that's pretty good. I don't taste anything, but I think it's pretty good. I know I didn't put anything in here this time, so I'm going to have to put back into Splenda. I used to use Sweet and Low. I used to use Equal. Somebody has suggested Splenda, even though it is still an artificial sweetener, but I have toned myself down from it. Instead of using 2 packs of my tea, I only use 1. That's a big deal. For coffee, I usually use 3 packs. So I'm actually trying to wean myself off of that with the coffee as well. I need some sort of sweetener. And sugar, I just don't care for at all. I only use sugar when it's necessary. My husband will use sugar. I use a sweetener. And I've been on that since I was most likely a kid. So that's just it. All right. Love to all. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. What are your views on the vloggers with this? Do you watch them just for, maybe you want to just use them for entertainment purposes, but I can't watch something if, I don't feel that I feel connected to it. I don't feel a part of it, like the Disneyland thing. I mean, it's cute, but again, I'll never get over there, so I don't see myself going anytime soon. But the prices are even up over there, too. $500 a night for a room. That's crazy. They also have rooms in that resort for over $5,000 a night. Who's got that? Let's see Disney sponsor somebody and give them one of those rooms for $5,000 a night. It's bad enough, it's bad enough he's paying for his own. I think he's paying for his own. Like I said, he didn't say he was sponsored, or he didn't say he got it as a gift. That I noticed. All right. Have a wonderful Sunday. I will talk to you soon. Love to all. Bye-bye.